Hey guys, so we're back with another video. This video was filmed quite a long bit ago, so please excuse the fact that it doesn't look like winter. It isn't even close to winter. This was filmed back in the summer, right as I was getting into classes, and classes started to take over a bit, which is why I haven't uploaded a video in quite a long time. Sadly, I wanted to upload and film more videos like I planned. I obviously filmed this video and was planning to upload it, and I just never had time to, and then was continued to push off to a later date. So now is that date, and this is a voiceover of me riding Trace in the cross-country field. I started her off by walking around the farm. There is a path that goes around the entire farm, so on days like this where I want to ride her in the field, or even when I'm having a lesson or something, I'll ride her around the farm to get her nice and loose before I start to walk, trot and canter and jump and such. So once I got out into the field, I walked her around a bit, but I didn't show you guys, and now that you see I am trotting, I do properly warm her up, and you just won't be seeing all of that footage. So I do, trot her many circles, both directions, as well as canter both directions many times, but you'll just about see one circle per direction per walk, trot, and canter, as well as I cut out a lot of the walking in between jumps, because I didn't do all of the jumps consistently back to back, so I cut out a lot of the walking parts in between so that you guys could just see all of the action and see what I'm doing with Trace. As you can tell, and you may have already seen this, on this particular day, Trace is very looky, she's kind of spooky, she's very forward. At the beginning of the video with the walking, I did speed that up, so that is not her actually walking that fast. But she was quite spooky and up, and you can see later that I galloped the hill to get the remaining energy out that she has, and I'll go into detail why I do that later. But as you can see here, I changed directions, and she wants to go into the canter, and I ask her to come back a little bit. She's still quite fast. So I'm just using my body to quietly ask her to slow down and be at a little bit more respectful pace than kind of running through what I'm asking, as well as I'm trying to flex her and such to get her paying attention to me instead of looking at the cars or looking at the bushes and stuff like that. You know, what horses like to look at. So I try to do nice large circles in this field, as well as this field is quite safe. There isn't a lot of potholes or rabbit holes or whatever you'd like to call them. There isn't a lot of them. I made sure I've been out there enough times to know where they are, and they're not in this part of the field, so that's why I warmed her up towards the end of the field, as well as it's a little quieter and a little bit flatter. There is a bit of decline and incline through the middle section, but we just work on it. So after I trot her for quite a while, I obviously walked her for a bit, and I'm getting ready here to turn around and go into the canter to warm her up further before I start to jump, so that she's nice and loose and calm and relaxed, even though she was quite uptight this entire session. I don't know why she was uptight. It wasn't very windy that day, but like I said, we did just get to this farm, so she was, still new to the area, and she just kind of was, spooky at things, looking at things, wasn't necessarily being awful or anything, like bucking and rearing and stuff, but she was looking at quite a lot of things. So I was thankful that she was polite while she was looking at things, but she did have a few spooks that you guys didn't see, because it was mostly during our walks and stuff like that. So you know, she's a horse. She has her own brain, and she's going to have her moments and stuff like that. Right here, you can see that she kind of speeds up, and that's because that's where the downhill area, and now she slows down because this is the uphill part. Hills are friends because it helps a horse relax and slow down. So this is the first jump that I do, and it was not pretty. I was debating on keeping it in here or not, but I kept it in to show you guys that not everything is perfect, as well as, you know, our first warm-up jumps aren't going to be fantastic. That one was a lot better. She was really good over the fence, as well as she came back to me down over the hill without running through my hands. And then we turned around and did it the opposite direction. She was really good for that. And then we turned around and went back to the other log. Both of these logs are like pretty much on the ground, so they were great warm-up jumps to do and not have to worry about it being too much. And then we went to that upright. Well, when we went up to the upright, she was pulling on me and trying to run through my hands. So I asked her to come back, and she ate it, which was my fault because I asked for it. I could have released a little bit more, allowing her to go more forward, but as you just saw, we did it again, and it was a lot better. As well as that tire was really, really good. And afterwards, we had to get a lead change, so we didn't go directly to this past jump that you just saw. And again, we did the log on the hill, which was really, really nice to work on her paying attention to me and turning, because that is very important to know that we have control throughout this entire process. So then next we go down the hill to the tires. The tires is facing the road and is also facing a hill. So we came down the hill at a trot because I didn't want her to run through my hands. So this is the part where I had galloped her a little bit up this hill, and then you'll see in the next clip that I gallop her up the main section of the hill. This is the very short side of the hill, so I don't gallop her overly fast, and I don't allow her to go too much because it's very short, and she has a very hard time coming back to me. We've been working on this for a very long time, so that's just how she is, and we're working on it, and we're getting better every day. We're working on a lot of different things with her. This is the other part of the galloping hill. I like to gallop her on this hill because, one, it is a great slow incline, which allows her to gallop at a high speed without getting too exhausted, as well as being able to improve her stamina and stuff like that. As well as if she has an abundance of energy, I get her on this hill, I work her, she gets tired, and then we go and do something else if she's not too tired, or we go and fix whatever we need to be fixed and stuff like that. After that, we go into the river. So we went in the river because I wanted to allow her to get some water before we walked back to the barn. And she likes to play in the water, as you just saw there, and she likes to play with her lips in the water. You'll see one little clip. She doesn't do it very much in this, but you can see she kind of pushes the water. So she had a drink and she enjoyed herself. She likes, you know, going in this part of the river. It's quite deep. You can see if I had my legs all the way down, it'd be in the water. It's quite fun, and it's nice to cool her off a little bit before I walk all the way back to the barn, allowing her to cool fully. And right around the corner, we go over top the bridge you saw while we were in the water. And Trace has a hard time going over this bridge. She is very spooky and very, she just doesn't like walking over. A lot of times she backs up and stuff. So you saw me patting her there to encourage her that it was good and that she did everything I had asked for without really getting too upset. She was spooky, but she did do it, which is all that I ask of. So it was great. And then we went back the water crossing that we've gone over many times. That was also really good because sometimes she likes to jump down that. So that's fantastic. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, comment down on my videos, as well as turn your post notifications on. Let me know what you guys want to see in the future. If you guys would like me to keep up my podcast, I also had to stop that because of classes and not enough time. But if you'd like me to keep up my podcast, please let me know because I would love to do that, guys, for you guys. So turn your post notifications on so that you can get a notification every time you see my videos, as well as share with friends and family so that they get to see the stuff that you enjoy as well. Thank you guys for watching.